Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion Channel and welcome to another G-Shock unboxing or review video. Today we're gonna have a look at a vintage G-Shock watch that I found to be pretty interesting and pretty unique compared to other vintage G-Shock watch that I already reviewed on the channel. And we're gonna have a look at the GS-500-1A. This model was released back in November of 1998. And in my case right now, it is still working just fine, which is pretty interesting. By the way guys, the price for this retails at 26,000 yen, which is pretty expensive, and I will show to you guys all the incredible details that this watch came with. I'm not sure if we'll justify the price or not, but you guys will be the judge of that. But the resale or the used market price for this today usually it will be around 10,000 yen or lesser than that. You can get this from your Japan auction or on eBay. Just look for the reference number, and yeah, they usually won't be as expensive anyway. So this will be a great alternative in my opinion if you have a small wrist, or if you are the type of guy who are just not into digital watches since this is full analog, or if you're the type of guy who just cannot stand this, the shape of this or this appearance at all. So this is nice options since it looks like a regular watch but with still some G-Shock touch on it, since you have a lot of protection for the buttons, for the crown, for the watch face, and everything in this watch is fully protected. This is a standard DW-5600 series. Everybody knows about this watch. This has been the classic piece or the trademark or the standard G-Shock if you have a small size wrist. But if I put this watch side to side, what I could tell from here is that this watch looks a little smaller than the one on this. But if you compare it like so, it is a little bit thicker obviously, but not as much. So I could see why someone could go to something like this. Not me though, I'm not a huge fan of this at all. Gotta be honest on that, I'm not a huge fan of this profile. But one of the reasons why I shared it to you guys because I believe this is the first time I review a G-Shock watch that is full analog. I don't have a lot of functions. Just look at the side over here, no buttons at all. If you look on this side, however, we have a single crown, screw down, lock type of crown, and a single button. So this button over here is placed over there so you could operate the electroluminescence backlighting that this watch has. And that what caught my interest at the first place. A full analog watch with electroluminescence. I don't think we even get anything like this today. Everything that is analog today all will come with LED lights, and this is interesting. That is all the function this watch have: ER backlighting and timekeeping mode in seconds, minutes, and hour. This watch don't have a date displayed. It don't have a day display. It didn't have a wall time. It don't have a countdown timer, a stopwatch, or alarm. None of those. All the thing that this watch have is it is shock resistant. It is still 200 meter water resistant. Plus it is anti-magnetic, and the glass on top here is still mineral glass though. Most G-Shock watch back in the 90s comes in mineral glass as far as the price range goes, but the shape is curved a little bit, sort of like a spherical. I'm not sure you guys can see it. Look at that. Other than that, this watch feature a titanium body. Not sure if you guys could see it already. They actually mentioned it bold right there, a titanium G-Shock watch. So the body is made out of titanium, and you know right away if they use this type of material, no wonder the price is gonna be high. And this watch definitely gonna last you a really long time, and it is already dead. This watch is like 20 years old up to date, and it's still working fine despite having those simple analog hands. There are no tough movement at all. There are no solder at all. It's just fully powered by the batteries. The battery life expectancy for this watch will goes for about 3 years operating with analog, or depending on how much you use the electroluminescence, but you could replace it pretty cheap, so it's not a big deal at all. And one other interesting thing about this series is that it comes with this pretty unique type of watch band, unlike anything that we got today where everything just tapered, squared off, and that's all. In this case, it is tapered, it is a little bit more slimmer, and they have some slanted shape on the side going from the top all the way to the bottom over here. Feels a little bit better when you hold on to something like this. Plus that adds a little bit more detailing at the bottom layer. They have a texture as well. Everything is arc and not straight lines, which means when you wear this on your wrist, this watch not gonna twist or move as much as when you're wearing something like this. If you have a skinny wrist and you own something like this, you will understand what I mean. Moving to the top part over here, this don't have the metal part as the one at the front here. This type of watch band, by the way, is called the metal inserted watch band, which literally what it says, where they place metal, in this case titanium, in the watch band, in the resin watch band. In this case, GIEZ sign on there because this is called the GIEZ series. But I could see people wearing this back in the 90s. I mean, where everything is just a leather, matching with metal buckles and all those. I mean, yeah, this watch could fit very well in those type of environment. Not for me. Again, I'm not a huge fan of this. This is the GS special buckle as well with Casio Japan sign below it. I believe this part is also made out of titanium. The upper part is fully gloss, the bottom part is fully matte. Similar applies to this body. The upper part is fully gloss, the bottom part is fully matte finish. Everything is similar material, and as you guys can see here, it features a screw down case back, and you know right away from this type of construction, this watch definitely not a regular watch. This is a high quality material. And look at this, everything is just nicely down, matte finishing, and we have GIEZ stamp on the back over there. Casio 1789 GS-500 titanium Japan A, water resistant to also 200 meters as well. So you could literally wear this doing anything you want. Basically, you could go swimming with this even. So done talking about the whole body, let's move back to the watch face. As you guys can see, everything is just silver, polished to shine. As far as the minutes index, the hour for 12, 3, 6, and 9. The hour hand also comes in gloss finish, but the minutes hand, it came in yellow colorway. The second hand, however, is pretty interesting. It features a black and white shades, contrasting very well. It's almost like the second hand is floating as it moves. And one more incredible detail that I need to point out as well, if you look closely to the watch face, the blue watch face, you can see there are a lot of dotted holes. Every tiny little hole was punched to the watch face, and that what allows the electroluminescence to penetrate through and gives us an illusion as if the faceplate itself is glowing the electroluminescence. I'm not sure they actually stopped making this. They're still making this, but they name it something like this G Steel, or a more high version would be the Metal Twisted G or the Mr. G or the MRG. Let me put this watch on my wrist and just conclude this video right away. There are so many things to talk about this watch, and this is so simple. The function itself is very simple. It's just tell times and electroluminescence, which is pretty convenient in my opinion. Compared to when you're just relying on a full photoluminescence on the hours and the minutes hand, sometimes they just aren't enough. But since we have the EL options, I'm guessing this is pretty cool. You can use this at any time of the day, and it's gonna glow very nicely. You can see everything. So very nice idea, very nice concept, and look at the size as well. I mean, it fits very nice on my 15 centimeters circumference wrist. If I wear this style like this, you can see that this watch, this GIEZ model, looks much better than this model. And again, this watch is made out of titanium. It is screwed down case back, and the price is just roughly the same. I don't know what else to explain to you guys why you shouldn't go with this. The only reason why people not gonna buy this or buy this is this purely because they didn't know about this watch even exists at all. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to expose something awesome like this and give you guys more options, especially all of you guys who have skinny wrists like I am. Alright guys, I hope you guys found this video a little bit useful, informative, and entertaining as well for your future reference. Leave a like if it does, and also subscribe to see more G-Shock unboxing and review like this coming up in the future. Again, thank you very much for watching. This is G-Shock High Fashion Channel, and